Hey guys, please forgive all the background noise. My windows are open. They started working on this backyard, on this my view, but they are not working on the area directly behind my house. They are working on the area this side, the area that side, but directly behind my house where the actual trash is, they are not working on it. Somebody in my last video was telling me that I should go and call the council or something like that. I should call the council to come and get rid of the trash. How cute of you to think that they will answer me, or that there's even a council I could call. I think there should be though. There should be some kind of body I can call that will come and you guys, I put sunscreen and that sunscreen has white cast, but it's the best sunscreen for my skin. Anytime I use that sunscreen, at the end of the day when I'm washing my face or even the next day, my face feels better. Okay, my skin feels better. So I just use it and then use powder and cover up all the white cast when I want to go out. But if I'm not going out, I just leave it like that. I'm just at home, no, who cares? So I don't know if you guys can still see it. There's a little bit of shine on my skin, but I don't know. I hope that doesn't look grayish. Going to make my hair. I'm going to Muna and Luchi Salon. So Oluchi, the owner of Muna and Luchi Salon, she's going to be checking my hair. I've told you guys before that I diagnosed myself with psoriasis, scalp psoriasis. Either that or seborrheic dermatitis or something like that. It's one of those two, or maybe both, I don't know. So because of it, I have really flaky scalp. I made this hair last week, and by the next day or 2 days after, my whole scalp was covered in white flakes. As in when I say my whole scalp, I mean when I was trying to film even the styling part, I had to like oil my scalp very well to remove some of those flakes, right? So my own is that bad. So me and her were just talking, and then I told her that I had it, and she was like, that I should come for consultation, let her check my scalp, because she's a trichologist. I didn't even remember that she's a trichologist. And that's one thing I like about going there, about her salon in general. I know, at least her, I've known her for years. She's somebody who is passionate about hair and scalp health. Okay, it's not a today thing. She didn't just wake up and do it because she wants to make money, or because it's a running business, or she wants to take advantage of the fact that people are now embracing natural hair. She has walked the walk and she has talked the talk for years. When she told me to come for consultation, I was just like, thank God, finally. So finally I'm going to actually see a trichologist. Let me tell you the products I use. For now, I use this Nizoral treatment shampoo, 2% ketoconazole, and I also put this pure MCT oil, right? And it works for me. However, I always forget. I always forget to oil my scalp. I always forget to continue with this. And also, I have never had like a proper scalp evaluation or whatever, analysis, whatever. I've never had a proper one. I'm just using this brown pencil to remove any grayness from my brow. So I'm not like trying to draw brow or whatever. I just want to remove all the gray cast. So I've never had my scalp like evaluated to really know exactly what the problem is and how I can treat it. Because when I was even talking with herself, I was telling her about this one. She was like, yeah, she even had other products, like other treatments. And she now mentioned some things that I didn't even know about, like, how best to treat it. It's not just one, it's not a one size fits all like treatment. You need to attack it from different angles. So I was like, I'm so happy that at least I have somebody I can go to that will really sit me down and really take care of my hair. Because look at how I'm looking now. I'm one of those women. See, forget, I know I'm all over the place, but just stick with me, okay? Or stick to me, whatever. Just follow my train of thoughts. I'm one of those women who, if you see my children outside, you will think that I am one put together kind of woman. Over the weekend, we went for a birthday party, and my kids were looking like they came for a different event. The theme of the party was something fashion, something for, I've forgotten the theme, but something about fashion, right? So my kids dressed up. Cora even wore heels. They all carry handbag, head this one. My kids wore dresses, looking pink. Only for me to get there and saw children wearing trousers and shirts. I was like, girls wearing trousers and shirts with sneakers. I was like, okay. So if you see my kids outside, you would think that their mother is one peng woman that's always put together, nails done, hair did, all those things. Opposites. Forget what you used to see on on my hair videos. My hair videos are just a fluke. Not true, Sha, but my hair, after I film my hair videos, if I don't have anywhere I'm going to, I wash all those things off. I don't do my nails. I rarely paint my nails. So I'm one of those women that once I put all my energy and life into my children, then I just forget myself. So talking with her that day, she even reminded me of some things that you can't just leave yourself like that just because you have kids. And mind you, this is me who, would preach the same thing to other women. It is such a hypocritical. Yes, I can be very hypocritical, because if it's another woman, I'll be telling her about how, take care of yourself, don't neglect yourself, look good, dress nice, smell well, which I do all of those things, but not all the time. Like today now, of course I smell nice, but see what I'm wearing. See what I'm wearing with jeans and this stuff on my hair just because of my edges. So let me show you guys a sample of my scalp. This can be quite disgusting, so trigger warning. Can you guys see the flakes on my hair? Yeah. And mind you, this is with oil. I actually oiled my scalp, so if you notice, they've peeled off the scalp. They are now on the root of the hair. Before, my scalp was white. All these things that are now coming out now, they were actually on my scalp before. You can't see it because it has changed color, but it was bad. It was terrible. And this is not, it's not dandruff. It's not like, oh, my hair is dirty or anything. It's my actual scalp that kind of gets inflamed. And then even when they were making my hair, they kept saying that, why is my scalp red? My scalp was red in so many places. They're like, why is your scalp red? That's how it is, right? So my scalp gets inflamed, and then it almost like flakes off, like the whole scalp. You can even peel off like literal parts of scalp. I don't know how to explain it. Like you can peel it off. You know how when you peel off your flesh on your hands, you know how that thing is. Yes, you can actually do it on my scalp. It's just that because of hair, it might break. But you can literally do that. So it's not about dirty hair. It's not dandruff. That's how I know it's not dandruff. That's how I know it's not dandruff, because it doesn't appear like dandruff. It appears, especially after I wash my hair. Once they do, I keep telling them, don't do like this on my scalp. Once you do that, you are just injuring me. Yes, it might be sweet to you, or they think that, oh, you are cleaning the scalp well, but to me, it's not. It's actually injuring my scalp. Anyway, I've talked too much. I think my appointment time is 1 p.m. Let me get going. Which earring am I gonna wear? You guys, like I said, ignore all the noise. There's noise literally everywhere. I don't even know how I'm going to be filming videos with the noise here, because there's construction everywhere. This Nigeria, people will be saying no money, no money. Even this Lagos, anybody you meet, everybody is broke, everybody is poor. But every day they are building new houses. People are buying up the houses. And I go talk through one day, and I go tell me where they get that money, and I go collect my own. Okay, I will go and collect my own for sure. All right, I am ready now. Let's go. I think I'll carry you guys along for the consultation and stuff. So make we dey waka. Okay. Here now. I hope I'm not late. I don't think I'm late, Sha. The time is 1:13. I'm supposed to be there by 1 o'clock. So yeah, Nigerian time. But we didn't like agree 1 o'clock directly. We just said around 1. Yeah, okay. We just said around 1, Sha. So I'm still on time. I hate when escalator is not working and I'm walking on the escalator. I don't know why. It just feels dangerous to me. If I just walk out fast, I beg. Okay. So I'm almost here.
weekend, or let's just say scalp in this case. You uh, just oil maybe once a week. You don't need to oil too much.
Okay.
The work should be to mobilize the natural oil that is coming from your scalp through scalp. So you need to give yourself scalp massages regularly.
Okay.
Yes, that way the sebum that is coming from your scalp will be mobilized
Okay.
to
Everywhere.
the hair. It will now, what do you call it? It will nourish your hair.
Okay. Hi guys, so I'm done with my consultation and everything, and I learned a lot about how to care for my hair. And also she told me to do my hair in twists. Normally I would just done cornrows so I can wear my wigs, but she was like, cornrows are not actually the best protective styling when you are trying to treat your hair, so twists are better. And she told me about scalp massages as well, so I'll give you guys feedback, okay? But at least I now know what to do for my scalp. And yeah, so if you're looking for a trichologist or a trichologist, is it tricol or tri, whatever. If you're looking for someone who would really like check your scalp, check your hair, give you a regimen to follow, recommend products for you. She has good products. I told you guys before now, I love her product. I love the smell. They are very she uses all these ayurvedic herbs for her products, so they smell really nice. And trust me, this comes from someone who is averse to scents and stuff in products, but her own, I look forward to them washing my hair with her shampoo or using her leave-in conditioner. But yeah, so I'm heading home now. It feels different. I just put this thing here because I was feeling kind of weird. I've not yet embraced my natural beauty complete. But this hair now is making me, I want to try locks, but at the same time I'm like, there's no easy way out. If I can't do locks now, before you know it, that one too will become another issue in my life. So let me just rest and do the one that I know for now. But yeah, time to go home. My scalp feels good, I don't know if I mentioned the salon. It's Mona and Luce salon. It is at Banex Mall, the second Banex Mall. So the one inside, that is where her salon is. It's on the first floor of the second Banex Mall. You can't miss it. Once you get to the first floor, just walk down a bit, you'll see it. It's pink, very child friendly, girl friendly, space. However, she doesn't just do only children's hair. In fact, today all the people that came to do their hair were adults. So during the week, most times is when adults do their hair. Then weekends, hair. I think children take priority during the weekend. But it doesn't mean that as an adult, if you come on the weekend, you will not do your hair. But you get. Anyway, there's a fly that is in this car that just bugging me. You not go and buy your own car. You want to enter my car for free. I'll be transporting you for free. You know if you pay. Get out of here. Get out. Get away. Get away. Fly to your destination. You will not use my car as your Uber. Good morning, guys. You guys, this outfit I'm wearing today is just torture. From the wig to the shirt to the jeans, it's torture because the weather is really hot. I should be wearing one skimpy gown and just carrying my natural hair, but I wanted to dress up a little bit because I've been looking crazy for the past few for the past few days. So I went to just dress up a little bit. I am going to this new mall or supermarket or superstore called Sinomart. I want to just go and check it out and see what they have there. I don't think I charged my wristwatch. I should have worn my wristwatch because it helps with count and all that, but I don't think I charged him. Yeah, I use this band to just try and pull this hair back a bit because the weather is really hot, but I love this wig. I love it. I love the color. I love everything about it. It's so, I wish I wore a different outfit, like a dress and all that. It's very girly, but I wanted to just be comfortable. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Um, but yeah, so I'll carry you guys along for that. I'll just go to Sinomart and just see what they have there. I don't know why I have a feeling that it will just be Temu 0.0, 2.0, Temu 2.0, or AliExpress 2.0, or Shein 2.0. Well, that's pretty much what it is. I think I heard that Sinomart means China mat. That Sino means China. To be honest, I can't remember, but I know I heard something like that. So I just have this feeling that it's going to be like Temu 2.0. But even if it's Temu 2.0, I would still appreciate it because there's a place for Timo in the household. Not everything must be Amazon. Even Amazon self has some things that are still has a lot of things self that are still Timo, Shein, and AliExpress standard. I am more of an AliExpress girl, or I've always been an AliExpress girl. In the UK, I patronized Timo a little bit, but the ones I would say I have bought things from the most, like from right from time, is Shein and AliExpress. But when I was in the UK, I bought quite a number of things from Temu. I'm going to be carrying this bag. This is one of the bags that Lelu bought for me on my birthday. I just want something to match with my hair. And this shoe I'm wearing now, no can follow. I'm wearing one nonsense slippers like this. Let me just wear my brown sandal. You guys, look who we have here. People, let me tell you something there. Do you know that Amarachi now has a maturity that I cannot explain? It's like Amarachi has seen something in that school. She now has one kind quietness, abi words I cannot explain. But anyway, Amarachi is around and
Yeah.
we're all going together. And this is Esther. Let me just show you because so that's Esther, that's my able assistant. Yeah, you will be seeing her in my vlog. So let me just introduce her now and just move on from that. But yeah, so we're going to Sinomart for the first time, all of us. I hope it will be fun, Sha. Do you have anything specific you want to buy there?
Yes.
Okay. So, these slippers.
I have 3 things that I want to buy.
What?
One influencer light.
Okay.
One. There's this. It's not a rug, but like it's very small. It looks like a rug, but it's not a rug. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
one stand like that. That's if I still see it, child. Because
People rushed it, I mean.
yeah.
That first day that they opened Sinomart, or more, when I saw the videos, I was like, but why though? Were things cheaper that day?
No, still the same
Still
price.
the same price. So why are people rushing as if things were cheaper? I heard that people stole, I heard that people stole go stealing. But anyway, guys, let's go. The weather is so hot. You guys, these days, my idea of self-care has changed a lot. Okay. I won't really say it has changed, but I think I would say I am more aware of what self-care means to me in particular. Because if you're not careful, sometimes you adopt things that are important to other people as things that should be important to you. Meanwhile, if you really check yourself, they really are not. And I think that's one of the biggest influences social media has had on us as people, is that many of us are beginning to like the same things, want the same things, think that our lives should go the same way. Our idea of fun. You guys, please ignore the background noise. I can't stay here without opening the windows. The weather is so hot. So our ideas of fun. Maybe I should just close that window. Oh gosh. I know how to put on fan. Anyway, so I was saying that even our idea of what fun should be, what fun should look like for us, is being influenced by what we see on social media. So things like how your house should be. I saw somebody did a video about how social media is distorting the way we view our houses. Okay. Now I'm all for aesthetics, I'm all for a pretty space, a beautiful space. But what that should look like should not be generic. It shouldn't be Pinterest-ish. Okay, it should be Pinterest-ish, but make it you. Okay, which is what I try to do even with my house. There are things that I want to do, and I'm like, is this really what I want, or is this what I think I should want? So that's the same thing that has been happening with me when it comes to self-care. Yeah, there are things now that I'm just like, I don't really like this thing. There's really no point calling that self-care for me. So for instance, doing your nails. I mean, I'm not against anybody who considers this thing self-care, but I'm talking about for myself. Okay, that's the point of this part of this video. For me, doing my nails is not self-care. I really don't care about my nails. I don't look at people's nails. Like, if I see your nails and they are pretty, fine. But I'm not seeking out people's nails to see what they look like. Now, if your nails are dirty, if you have like dirty nails or whatever ahead, that's when it's a problem for me. But I'm not seeking out people's nails to see, oh, whether you've done your nails or your nails are not done. I don't care. Whether toenails or fingernails, I don't care, right? So if I were to say, oh, follow me for a self-care day, and I go and start doing these things, I'm doing it because I've seen other people do it on social media. It's not because it is what makes me happy myself. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. Then what else? Massages. I've talked about massages before. I don't like massages. I don't like people touching me. I don't like, it's very uncomfortable. I'm not relaxing. I'm like I'm that person that, because I'm ticklish, but not only am I ticklish, I don't like people touching me, in certain ways. I mean, you guys know these things, right? So when they're massaging me and that person that is not relaxed, I'm like, eh. Then if you're my thighs and you're going too close, I'm just like, eh. When you're my back or something or my shoulder, they don't know. It just doesn't. It's not relaxing for me. So if you see me say, oh, self-care day, I'm going for a massage, it's not me. Now copy I dey copy. Like, it's not me. What else? Getting your hair done. No, that one is, I consider that one self-care. Speaking of which, that reminds me, you guys, I want to give you guys a little bit of updates on my scalp. You guys, this is my scalp after a few days. Nothing. Hey! Nothing. Normally by now, if after I make my hair, especially when I make my hair in salons and the hair pains me, because my hair pains me a lot. It's not even a thing of, oh, whether their hand is soft or not. My hair naturally pains. Even touching it like this is paining me. Right? So anytime I make my hair, that pain, after like 1 or 2 days, my scalp will be inflamed, and everything will just recover the white flakes, right? And if you guys notice, I even cut my hair. Me and Cora cut hair at the same time, but my hair is not as long as Cora's hair, because I've been cutting my hair. Anytime I want to make my hair myself, I cut out a huge chunk of it, because cornrowing long hair is in fact, my hair, not just long hair, cornrowing my hair is war. Then imagine now cornrowing it when it is long. So I kept cutting it so that it's easy to just, when you put your hand like this, to drag. You see that motion or whatever of dragging the hair. Oh my god, my brain, as if my brain is pulling out with the hair. So I usually just cut whenever I wash my hair and I want to trim. I trim a significant amount, so my hair does not really grow longer than this, right? So, but anytime I make my hair, 2 days, 3 days after I get that thing, then after like 1 week, when the hair stops paining me, I now wash again with that Nezora and oil, and then it will keep the flakes away for a few days before I had to do it again, or I forget and just carry the flakes until I'm ready to wash my hair and do it again. Anyway, so my point is that normally by this time my scalp will be full of white flakes, but nothing. I think it's dry. So I'm going to moisturize it today because she sent me a regimen of things to do, for my scalp, including scalp massages. So I've been trying to do that scalp massages because, like she said, my scalp actually has a lot of sebum. So I need to just, spread that sebum around and help guide the sebum up my hair shaft or whatever, up my hair. Anyway, so getting your hair done is, I can consider that self care. However, for me, the part that is actually self care in getting your hair done is, if you have any hair issues, go and get them addressed. If your edges are falling off, like mine, my edges, I don't know, my edges are actually falling off, but I think they are growing back. Oh. I think they are growing back. This place always pains me. I think they are growing back, right? If you don't have edges anymore, go and get it checked. If you have alopecia, if you have whatever, go and see a trichologist and get your hair done. Okay, I've shown you guys one now, Mona and Luchi. Go and meet her and get your hair done. Just book and everything, right? But anywhere you are, please go and visit a trichologist and get your hair checked. Now, aside hair, your skin. Now, going for facials or a normal day, I wouldn't consider that what they call the name self care. I don't consider facial self care. I don't find it soothing. Even those ones that do all those things that people say extraction, they like extractions. I hate it. I hate extractions. Yeah, I don't like extractions either. Um, but for me, why I would say what I'll consider self care for me there is going to get my skin checked by an actual dermatologist. Okay, so not just doing facials for the sake of facials, like going to a real beauty person or whatever dermatologist that will check my skin and recommend products. Okay, a real esthetician that will recommend products for my skin and recommend a regimen or a facial, whatever for my skin. So, oh, come once a month for this treatment, for that peel, for this. That is what I'll consider self care for me. Not just, oh, let me go do facials. I'll just go there. Oh, people should do this, that facials for me. So that's one thing I have on my list that I am going to do. Anyway, I had to put on the lights because it was looking one kind. Anyway, so for me, going to see an esthetician or a dermatologist that will look at my skin and say, these are the things you need. This, just basically how the trichologist look at my scalp. That's what actual self-care means to me now. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do the normal one, but I'm just saying for me, I don't even know why I'm giving all these disclaimers. Anyway, so that's what, facials, whatever, skincare, self care means to me. Then the next one is your eyes. Okay, go and get your eyes checked if you have eye issues, you're having blurry vision, you're having this, you're having that. Go and get your eyes checked. Then your mouth especially. Now I went to see the dentist. I've done so many procedures in my mouth, and I keep saying this thing that I feel like some people are more prone to teeth issues or tooth issues than others, because in this house my husband eats more junk than me. My husband is dedicated to eating junk. I'll be like, from this month onwards, we're not buying, we're not doing this, we're not eating any junk, blah, 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 blah. My mom will say that one now for you and for your pockets. Me, I'm going to get my biscuits when I want to go out. So he's the one that buys junk and stocks. Me, I don't stock junk, right? He's dedicated to eating junk. But this man's teeth, anytime we go to the dentist, they always commend him as his teeth hygiene is so good, his teeth is so good, no issues, no holes, no nothing. Meanwhile, me, holes everywhere. I even had to. I went for extraction yesterday. They finally removed that teeth I told you guys about. That's why I can't really talk well. They finally removed that teeth. Then they shaved down two of my teeth. They want to put crown on. The one they did root canal on. I have holes they fixed. I have this. I have that. I'm like, come on. What did I do to deserve this? And the money I've paid so far for the teeth procedure. Even people wey dey get veneers sef, I'm not sure say they don't pay reach that amount. Like, it's actually a lot that I've paid for, and it's out of pocket. Insurance doesn't cover it. At least our insurance doesn't cover it. Is it insurance or what they call it? HMO, whatever, doesn't cover it, right? So it's out of pocket. We've been paying a lot of money. And yeah, but however, I still consider that one to be self-care. Because I remember yesterday when she was asking me, okay, should we just go ahead and do this and do that and do that? When she told me the amount, I wanted to say, no, I beg, let me just leave it. But I told myself, why? Why are you leaving it? What are you leaving it for? It's not like, oh, your teeth will just magically get better. I mean, you can pray, the miracles can happen, but your teeth will not magically get better. So you might as well just do it. Spend that money and take care of your teeth. I've never done professional teeth whitening, okay? I've never done professional, I don't want to show you guys the part they shaved down. I've never done professional teeth whitening, but for me, that's not self-care. Now, it can be self-care if all your teeth are good and you just need something extra to elevate your smile. But if your teeth is not good, what's in the whiten? It's like rubbing paint on a rotten wood. You see rotten wood, instead of you to go and fix the wood, you just go and rub paint on it, whitewash it. Mm-mm. So teeth whitening can be self-care, but it is not primary self-care if your teeth have issues, right? So I don't know if I'll eventually professionally whiten my teeth. I think I might, maybe just one shade lighter. I don't care about white teeth, like teeth that shines from across the ocean. Close-up advert. I don't want that kind of white teeth. Can you guys remember that close-up advert where the guy was stranded on an island and when he smiled, helicopter now saw his teeth and came. No, I don't want that kind of teeth. It always looks very fake. That's why I don't buy veneers. I don't like them. They look fake. Anybody that puts veneers, their mouth just looks like they have too much teeth in their mouth, right? And I think it's the color that causes it, not necessarily I know veneers are kind of bulky, but I think it's the color that makes it look as fake as it looks, right? So yeah, that's for teeth. Then for body, now self-care to me is eating right and exercising right. But aside that, self-care is, please my sister, go to the hospital and get yourself checked. Whether na mammogram or papogram or whatever, I mean pap smear. What the hell is papogram? Pap smear, mammogram, general checkup, whatever it is, please go and do it. When I was in the UK, I did one, which is why I now, discovered that I was pre-diabetic, and which led to me, losing weight. Now I started gaining the weight small, small, I started gaining it small, small because I've been all over the place anyway. But, I did it last year. I did it 2 years ago. I did it the year we left for the UK. I did it. I've been doing it almost every year. Just check, go and get yourself checked. Don't be thinking that, oh, because I don't fall sick. Sometimes now one day person they fall sick, person they die. It's literally like you fall sick today, die in 3 days. I mean, it's not your portion in Jesus' name, it's not any of our portion in Jesus' name. But I'm just saying, some people might have underlying issues that they don't know that they have, but every time you are going for massage, every time you are going for this, even with exercise, you might be exercising, not knowing that there's one underlying issue that you need to address. So before you go into the exercises, the weightlifting, the eating right, go and get yourself checked. I told you guys I was going to the hospital the other day. I did. They did tests on me. Almost all my tests came back positive. Or not almost all my tests came back positive. I didn't have any issues in any of my tests. But my doctor was still worried about my situation because I have bags under my eyes. They've reduced right now. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but they've reduced right now. And she was like, no, that these bags under your eyes, are they normal? Like, is it like your physiognomy? Or is it like, do you get my point? Is this how your face structure is? I was like, well, my mom has bags under her eyes. My grandfather from my mom's side is a thing for their people. They have bags under their eyes. However, mine came out after I lost weight and it became worse when I came back to Nigeria. Like it became so bad, which is a testament to the fact that it is not, I think it's my physiognomy, is part of my body to have bags, but it became worse. Okay, so right now I have bags, but sometimes it's worse, right? So she now said, okay. Then she checked my legs. I also started having swollen feet. My feet were always swollen, which was because I was standing a lot, washing plates, cleaning, arranging things. In fact, the past few weeks in this house, hey, chaos pro max, right? I've been doing so many things. And she was like, okay, so the swollen feet, there wasn't anything in my test that she could point out and say, oh, this is why you're having swollen feet, this is why you have bags under your eyes. She sent me back for more tests, for more advanced tests, right? So I'll get the result of those ones on Monday. However, in the meantime, she recommended different things for me to do: elevate your legs, reduce your stress, sleep more. Then she gave me a medication to take that helps. She said it helps strengthen your veins or something. I noticed I also started having visible veins on my legs, which were never a thing. But all of a sudden, I woke up one day, I started seeing veins on my leg, all these green veins. You know, they were never a thing for me. I don't know. Initially, I was chalking it up to old age. I was like, well, once you cross 35, anything you see, just collect. Anything you see in your body, my dear, just collect it. It's part of it. But no, it's not part of it. Go and get it checked. Be sure that it is your natural, is in your DNA, not that it is induced or caused by something. So since Amarachi came around and my things have come, we've arranged everywhere. I've been sleeping more, okay? I've been sleeping more. And I noticed that because this is morning, normally by now, the bags under my eye will be very big, like almost drooping over, right? But now, the bags are there, but they're not as bad as they used to be. So, slowly but surely, I'm getting better, right? I'm also on a lot of medication right now because of the teeth and everything, antibiotics and all of that. I don't know if that's also helping. I don't know. No, antibiotics cannot be what is helping. But basically, go and get yourself checked. Okay, all this is my long story. Why I'm saying all these things like this is that I really want you guys to understand that it is very important for you to go and get yourself checked. I think that those of us who have some sort of platform on the internet, we should talk more about these things in a very open and vulnerable way. I'm tired of people just sugarcoating things or just saying things as if everything is perfect. I don't want an idealistic way of approaching things. This is what I do, okay? And then if it resonates with you, this is what you should do as well. So please go and get yourself checked. That money that you're using to whitewash, to paint over rotten wood, use that money and fix the wood first, even if the outside doesn't look as nice initially. Fix the inside first, and then when you get more money, you can now go and do all those self-care things, right? I mean, if you have enough money, you can do all. It's not an either-or situation. I'm not saying that you should go and do this thing without doing facials or without doing massage. If you have money for all, do all. But prioritize the internal first, and then the external should follow. That's pretty much it. For my hair now, to be honest, this hairstyle, I don't know how to explain what this hairstyle makes me feel like I look like. I don't know why. I feel like I look like a a 37. Does anybody know what that means? I'm not going to explain. But if you know what that means, I feel like I look like a 37. What the hell? Hey, I don't know. They have a look sometimes. Let me just be putting hair band, sha. Sometimes they have a look, oh. So I feel like I look like that. No offense to anybody who naturally has that look and is not a 37. I mean, I'm just saying, me if I have the look, so I beg before you come and be collecting offense will not be your own. Because some of you now on work with that professional offense collectors. You just be roaming about the internet looking for offense to collect. But the one will be your own, no, the one will not be your own, no. You go they collect. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna continue another vlog after this. I want to try and put out more vlogs because I feel like I haven't been vlogging as much, but none of my things are here. I've not finished setting up my background. That's why the camera is facing this way. But when I finish setting it up, I will show you guys. I'm so excited about my house now. Like I've walking up and down just fixing one thing here and there. We're not done though. If you guys watch my videos, you'll see how much stuff we have. We're not done sorting out things, but slowly but surely we are getting there. I'm also doing a lot of decluttering as well because there's so much to declutter and to give out as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.